make this into your reality. Future as two possibility. The possibility of falling back into the wisdom, enlightenment, restful awareness that is predetermined, that is extension of the past, that is programmed. Only the possibility of delusion is your freedom. I think Kalabhairava has solved all possible problems related to past, present, future, and the questions possible about past, present, future. So please understand, in every incident, as I said,
I welcome you all with my love and respect.
So we listened from Swamiji about the extraordinary power of this Akashic and how the past, present and future is completely determined and at the same time is changeable. Now we're going to be witnessing some of these extraordinary powers of Paramashiva that will be able to manifest after receiving the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Devi Parashakti today. So I request every one of you to come to the space of listening. And just like how we saw about the Akashic reading, we'll now be looking at the powers of third eye, which are the powers that manifest as an expression of awakening of the third eye. We're going to take a look at what exactly they are now. Manifesting Shaktis, which are the extraordinary powers. The Balasans, Dalita and the Yogis, initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the powers of third eye and sharing with all the experiences and the results of extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakened in us through the Diksha or initiation. In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into the third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and the grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the powers of third eye, which is seen with your eyes closed or eyes blindfolded, and also the power of scanning the thought currents. What are Shaktis? Manifesting powers or Shaktis, as described in the Vedagamas, are described as a system, a method, and a science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and the powers and have access to various states of consciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are divine and you need to manifest divine, not that you are man and you need to reach divine. Swamiji says, here the very foundation is that you are Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognizes it, and even your manifest is yet to recognize it, even when you have not yet understood. Understand, that is why Paramashiva is revealing through this system, through this body, through this methodology, any samyama that you do on the powerful cognitions, you manifest only Shaktis and powers, not Siddhis. Some of the key differences between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Shaktis manifest on the path of enlightenment. The Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar. Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not. Siddhis may divert you from enlightenment. Parameshiva, the source of these Shaktis. Parameshiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, he performs the unmanifest and the Vyakta, which is the manifest. He performs the Panchakritya, or the five cosmic acts of Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Trobhava and Anugraha, creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidana, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Parameshwaram, as the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva, the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic godless illumination. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the very first time in the modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace that has never been accomplished before. The knowledge and the science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from one generation to the next through Diksha or initiations by the enlightened gurus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiations and the knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of our manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, Science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Parameshwar Vijnana and Parameshwar Vijnana. So how do we awaken these Shaktis in us? Manifesting Shaktis. When every ultimate truth is mapped into consciousness, it manifests as a possibility and a power of every being.
Diksha
Let
is
us now
the
look at a beautiful video about Diksha and how the Kundalini Shakti is awakened and the powers are transmitted.
direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayah. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi diksha vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, Birdi, Bengaluru. Contact 97422 03311 82774 90091. Visit www.nityananda.org.
So then we saw a beautiful video about this power, how these extraordinary Shaktis of Paramashiva are awakened in us and transmitted through the power of Diksha, which is the initiation. Now, let us look at the Pramanas, the scriptural references and the four aspects of evidences through which these powers are authenticated. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal and unchangeable truths that are revealed in the source scriptures. The Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and the results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism. The Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified the science. Atma Pramana is the personal experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and the Pratyaksha Pramana is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. The Vedagamas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science, and Agamas are the applied science. Together, both of them are called as Shruti, as they are revealed directly from Paramashiva. Now, let us enter to witness a beautiful and exciting power manifestation of the power of third eye. The Shastra Pramana, which is the scriptural reference for this power, is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapalantarmano nasya tishtannilitalochana pramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshya uttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space, within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and the inner space, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam. By having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place attaining the space of Paramashiva. The Apta Pramana is where Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Nathu mam shakshase drishtu manenaiva svachakshisha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogameshwaram. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you the third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. The Atma Pramana, which is the personal experience of the
Inside
Supreme
and
Pontiff
out.
of Hinduism. Swamiji shares that for the very first time he was able to see the complete 360-degree vision on the core hill called the Power of Hindu. The Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the scientific experimentation, was an experiment that was conducted on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism using the positron emission tomography, studying the brain waves of Swamiji. The results came out as while doing the daily activities, normal activities. High activity was measured in the entire brain. And when Swamiji was in the deep state of Samadhi, only the third eye region was active and the rest of the 90% of the brain was at peace. So now, let us enter into witnessing this very power manifestation, live demonstration of the power of third eye. So joining us today, we have Shri Shivashankarananda Maharaj, who is a Balasan from the Nityananda Gurukul. And Shivashankara Maharaj will today be joining us for manifesting the power of third eye. Nityananda Maharaj, please introduce yourself.
Jai Maharaj. My name is Shri Shivashankarananda. I am Balasan from Nityananda Gurukul and I've been in the Gurukul for the past 8 years. So in today's manifestation segment of power manifestation of manifesting the powers of Parashakti, we're going to be looking and seeing the power of third eye, which is reading and doing things which arise, which is completely blindfolded. So I'll just take you to the steps what we're going to do. As you can see, this is the blindfold which I'm going to wear. This is the blindfold which is tested medically by the ophthalmologist, where there's no visibility of light which is seen. There's a complete thick acrylic sheet in the front, and the behind, as you can see, the sponge and the comfortability of the sponge is there, where my eyes will be completely fitted in this. And there is an adjustable strap where you can adjust it accordingly, tighten it or loosen it up. So this is the blindfold which I'm going to wear and blindfold myself, where there's no other visibility of light or any vision which will be completely seen. And what we're going to do, as you can see on the other side of the camera, there are a set of coins which are being placed. So what's going to happen that there are different colors of coins. So for example, whatever, as we are all, you're watching us from the YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Kailasa's TV, and many other social media platforms. So any participant or the power manifestation coordinator can choose a color, and I'm going to be arranging the set of colors for everything, for all the set of rows of coins which are there, and arranging up accordingly. So that's going to happen by closing our eyes, completely blindfolded. So now I'll be connecting myself with a space of oneness with Swamiji by chanting the Mahavakya Om Nityananda Paramashivoham and manifesting this power through Swamiji's grace and blessings.
Yes. So now we're going to be witnessing Shivashankara Maharaj being blindfolded. So we have seen about how the power is going to be manifested today. So what we are seeing here is Shivashankara Maharaj being put on the very blindfold that has a thick layer of opaque plastic on the outside, and inside padded with a 1-inch thick foam with grooves for the eyes and the nose, such that there is no visibility of light that ever enters. Now, as you can see, Shivashankara Maharaj has put on his blindfold and will now be starting by chanting the Mahavakya Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. And as soon as
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda.
I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
One or two times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan, By third time, fourth time, you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara, Subramanya or Parashakti, simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built.
Janam, we're back. Now in this next segment of the Devi Parashakti Bhavasmaya Darshan, we're going to be learning about the divine feminine consciousness. And what is the divine feminine consciousness? How can we benefit from the divine feminine consciousness? Here we have a Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti. शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्यः प्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न कशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्या हरिहरविरञ्जादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यः प्रभवति. Lord Shiva only becomes able to do creation in this world along with Shakti. Without her, even an inch he cannot move. And so how can one who does not do good deeds, one who does not sing your praise, become adequate to worship you, O Goddess of mind, who is worshipped by the Trinity? Bhavani tvam dase mai vitaradrishtim shakarunam etistotum vanchan kadhayati bhavani tvamiti ya tadaiva tvam tasmai disasi nija sayujya padavi mukunda brahmendra sphutamaphutanirajiti padamam. If anyone has wish in his mind to pray, you, Bhavani, my mother, please shower on me a part of your merciful love. Even before he says, you, Bhavani, you, my goddess, would give to him the crowns, the waters falling from the crowns of Vishnu, Rudra, and Brahma at your feet, and grant him the eternal life in your world. Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. All great things can start only with mother. Bhuvaneshwari is the cosmic mother, a cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come in and go out, the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the source of all of us. We all came from Parashakti, stay in Parashakti, and go back to Parashakti. We are literally waves in the ocean called Parashakti. Parashakti is the source Shakti, source energy, source power from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are going to merge. It is like a wave, starts from the ocean, stays in the ocean, rises in the ocean, and falls back into the ocean. We all start from Parashakti, stay in Parashakti, raise in Parashakti, drop in Parashakti, and merge back into Parashakti. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine and the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the Lord of the Supreme Consciousness. Parashakti is the embodiment of Tyaga. The divine feminine consciousness is unique to Hinduism. The unique contribution to the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is the sacred feminine worship. Even if everything from what the Vedic tradition gave is lost, then just its sacred feminine tradition is there. The whole thing can be revived because that is the seed. Hinduism has at least 10,000 sampradayas, subsects. If all sampradayas are lost for some reason, and if only this one sampradaya, the Devi worship remains, the whole thing can be brought back. Because the whole thing is centered on this one, Mother worship. Mother worship carries the blueprint, the hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. The sacred feminine worship It's a hologram of the Vedic tradition. There is no enlightened being on the planet Earth without worshipping a sacred feminine, including me. I am basically a Shakta. I myself follow Devi worship. From the beginning, if you see my biography and all the deities I carved, the darshan I had, they have all been mother based, Devi based. These are the direct words of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, delivered to the world on the 17th of September 2010. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, a great avatar, beautifully gives an example. Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. Unless she opens, nobody can reach. Very beautifully, he describes a house scene. Even though the husband is the owner, the key to the house will be on the hip of the mother. Either you have to fall at the feet of the mother or the small sons of the mother. Only they can touch that place and remove the key. Nobody else can touch. So either surrender to mother or the people who are closer to mother who can reach the mother. The divine cosmic beings are real and they manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and through incarnations. In Madurai, Bhagavan Somasundareshwara and Devi Parashakti as Devi Meenakshi came down from Kailasa and established the greatest enlightenment ecosystem. In Madurai, Bhagavan Somasundareshwara graced the people of Madurai with various miracles, and he stays in a frequency where he can immediately assume the human body and relate with you, answer your questions, respond to you, raise your being. The whole Shiva Leela Arnava in Madurai, beautifully Paramashiva reveals that every time when he assumes the form to manifest certain powers and grace the devotees, he exemplifies the expression of certain sacred secrets that humanity can benefit from. Takes the responsibility for protecting his devotees and is always available to save them from total destruction. Lord Sundareshwara, Shokkanatha, as he is fondly referred to locally, responds to the calls of his people, of his devotees, through Leelas, which are the divine acts, making miracles happen, deepening the feeling connection with them, and showering them even when they forget to call on him. Lord Somasundareshwara assumed the disguise of a Siddha once to shower the people of Madurai with blessings. With a charming face and compassion, the Siddha, Alam Valla Siddhar, wandered through the shopping areas, the crossroads, the art galleries, and the courtyards. He would stay on the north side while appearing to be in the south. While appearing to be in the east, he would remain in the west. He would suddenly disappear. He would make distant objects appear near. He would make the elderly feel young. He will make males appear as females, make the females appear as males. The barren women make them pregnant, make the dumb and deaf become able to see, speak, and hear, make the blind be able to see, make the bitter fruit taste sweet. The people of Madurai forgot their trades, their jobs, their occupations, and all of them were enchanted by the miracles of Siddha. On hearing of these Leelas, Abhisheka Pandyan, the king of Madurai, asked the Siddha to be brought to him. The Siddha said that he had nothing to do with the king, and so he would not go forth to the king. And the king realized that the Siddha was free from karma and had no effect to oblige the king. Paramashiva tests the strength and will persistence of the devotees. Paramashiva tests the tyaga of the real devotee. Before you connect a house or a gadget with electricity, you need to check the capacity of the wire to see if the medium is capable of transmitting this huge electricity. Otherwise, it will get burnt. Before Paramashiva transmits the powers, he tests our capacity of tyaga, because only then we will be able to receive it. The core principles of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the tyaga, vairagya, and shakti, are demonstrated by the 63 Nayanmas of Shaivism. Paramashiva came down and graced the lives of the Nayanmas, liberated them with living enlightenment. Here's another story of Karin Nayanar. This ardent devotee of Lord Shiva was born in Tirukkaruvayur. He was a scholar in Tamil. He used to go to the 3 Tamil kings and earn his money by singing the Tamil Kovais. He earned a lot and built a lot of temples and spreading Shaivism as a result. He also served the Shiva Bhaktas and earned their blessings as well. A true devotee of the Lord lives only for his sake. All that he has to offer to the Lord as the devotees worship. Paramashiva is the creator, the father, mother, friend, and guru. He has given you the various talents and skills. They belong to him. They dwell in him and perform seva to him. So now, we have seen the beautiful miracles Lord Somsundareshwar and Devi Meenakshi performed when they assumed the physical body so many thousands of years ago in Madurai. And even after they left those bodies, they continue to operate through the Archavatara in the temple of Madurai Meenakshi, in the Meenakshi temple in Madurai, through the temple as the Archavataras of Devi Meenakshi, Lord Somsundareshwara. They continue to operate, bless, and grace the whole world, the entire world. And even back then in ancient India, they performed so many miracles, leelas, tested the tyaga, the will persistence of the devotees. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashiva, being the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva, has come down and is continuing this beautiful Shiva Leelarnava, which Paramashiva began in Madurai. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is continuing that same Leela, manifesting miracles, causing so many extraordinary things to happen, not just in one place in Madurai, but all across the world with thousands and thousands of devotees. Now here, joining us very shortly, we have a few devotees who will be sharing their experiences with Paramashiva, their experiences which have happened as a result of the feeling connection, the divine prayer and will persistence and space of oneness, Nadveta, with the Guru. So please stay tuned as we now move into the next segment of today's program, which is listening to the divine miracles and experiences of devotees and disciples from all across the globe who have been blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself.
All powerful cognitions, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism is greater science. We do everything centered on greater science of cosmos called Vedas and Agamas. That is the branding of Hinduism. That is the core center of Kailasa. That is the way Kailasa should manifest and live.
Nityanam, everybody, welcome back for this beautiful segment of the Bhavasmadhi Darshan, where we get to listen some of the beautiful experiences that the devotees and the disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Swamiji, have been able to manifest in their life, have been able to experience in their life, especially after the most powerful Parashakti Akashic readings that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is offering to the entire world. Just like how in the previous segment, we listened to the happenings, to the Leelas of Paramashiva as he caused in Madurai to his own people. And same way, the Nayanmars, who demonstrated extraordinary tyaga, extraordinary stability, and will persistence to experience Paramashiva. We're going to see and listen from our disciples how Swamiji has been causing miracles in their life and how they prepared themselves to see and witness these extraordinary power manifestations happening in their life. So joining us today, first we'll be going with Sri Parasharananda. Nityanandam, please introduce yourself, Aya.
I welcome you all.
Are you able to hear me? I think your connection just broke out. I think there is some technical issues that Parasharananda is facing. We'll be coming back to him shortly. And while Parasharananda is fixing his technical issues, we'll now be going over to the next participant who's there, waiting to share with every one of us his very beautiful experience of Devi Parashakti. We have Vinayaka Shrikantaya, Nityanamaya. Please introduce yourself, Aya.
Nityanandam.
Nityanamaya, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself.
So I am Vinayaka, as Swamiji calls Vinayaka, Sri Kantha. Yeah, so I came to know Swamiji in 2017. Actually, it is a very different experience. I was searching for a meaning of in the Ashtavakra Gita. There is one shloka. And I was searching for though I understood the meaning superficially, I was searching how actually to implement it. Actually, that is how it all started for me. And then I landed on one of the YouTubes of Swamiji. And the explanation was so clear, and most importantly, how to apply it in your everyday life, right? Like the process of completion, the way to just to be, all the unclutching, the way there are various techniques, but the way Swamiji put in that YouTube was so beautiful that I would say that was the way he just said, okay, come on, enough of wherever you have been wandering, just come over. And then this happened in September, October 2017. And then I attended Mahasadashivam in December. And nothing could prepare me for the Energy Darshan, the very first Energy Darshan.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Yeah. That was a really powerful experience. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes I will break down. So, what to say? Yeah, I actually, after the Energy Darshan, it was so powerful, and so more than powerful, it was a call to my being, right? So it was a very different experience. And when I started walking back, I actually turned and said, Swamiji, why so late? He basically said, come here. I went back and he said, I will take care of you.
Wow.
So at that point in time, the cognition that entered into me was, hey, all these things that I was waiting for is good. And in future, it is Swamiji who cares, right? What happens, I really don't care about it. That's it, right? So whatever has happened was for me to go to Swamiji. And after that, that's it. He's taking care. So that is that is a cognition I'm having. Yeah. So
great, beautiful. Yeah. And would you like to share any like miracles that that you would like to share with the viewers who are watching us live? Because there's such a beautiful cognition.
Yeah, everything from then on is very, like it is all about the cognitions. It is all about it's all about, for example, simple things like my job. I just means after that I said, okay, I wanted to basically there was some issues in the job, and I said, okay, let me change. It is not that I was very worried or anything. Okay, let me change. I said that I'm not going to prepare for anything of that sort. Whatever in the interview comes, I always have my Atmalinga, and I said, okay, I'll just take it out and just answer it on the fly. Whatever comes out, comes out. If it happens, it has to happen. I just prayed to Swamiji and I went there. So that's it. I got the job. So it has been like that, Aya. So it is just that, and my connection with him, my connection with Swamiji means once I started doing puja. So thanks to Swamiji, right from 2018 onwards, without break, I'm able to do it every day. So so that is important, and I was feeling that. So slowly that that thing starts developing in you, that friendliness, or whatever you want to call it as. There is a unique relationship between every person and Swamiji, right? Because Swamiji speaks for you, for your being. He doesn't speak for. It means there is so. And when the Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan started, it is at a completely different level, right?
Exactly.
The experience, the feeling connection, and the powerfulness that you yourself feel. You can see that. You can see Parashakti entering into you, because you are becoming very different. It means there is a lot of transformation which is happening at a rapid pace, right? At a very rapid pace. The powerfulness, means the combination of being powerful and at the same time being in gratitude. I would ask all the viewers just to watch the Bhava Samadhi, to experience that. It is very different, because being powerful and at the same time being in gratitude is so beautiful. So that's what I would say as my experience with the Bhava Samadhi darshans of Parashakti.
Devi Parashakti. Wonderful, yeah. As you are like beautifully sharing right with us. One thing is that Swamiji connects with every one of us as a personal level. Whether he's revealing the answers to us or he's revealing the answers to someone else. But you know that he's revealing it to you. Like there is something that is much deeper than just the logical way of connecting, or the logical way of our cognition that it functions. But it's at a much deeper level as you're sharing. And as you're able to share, right, like the most powerful experience that you're able to see is that your very cognitions change, your taste about life, the way you experience life, all of that has completely changed. And every single life that you, even the example that you gave with respect to how You just got the job. I would say the biggest blessing that one can have is knowing Paramashiva, Parashakti. Swamiji is with them, is there with them no matter what. That is the biggest miracle that anyone can have and can ever take place in one. That confidence that they exist.
Absolutely, yeah. Very, very, very well put. Very well said. I could not have put it in better words.
Yes, yeah. So I just wanted to go ahead.
Yeah. So that was means when I asked when I asked Parashakti, what is my Amma? Please give me oneness. And the exact blessings I got was, you will have permanent oneness, forever oneness. That was the blessing I got. So I said, okay, now what else, right?
Beautiful, So I just wanted to reiterate this to our viewers. This cognition, when you know, especially among, there are so many things that we're looking at. We have the current pandemic that is going on. We have so many deaths going on. And irrespective of all of this, on a natural basis itself, you never know. You're going to have work, next moment you're going to be out of work, what's going to happen with your relationships. You have so many insecurities, you have so many questions, doubts, what's going to happen, where you're going to be, and all of that. But when you know, normally if we just have one person who can guide us in our life as a mentor, we'll feel, wow, so thankful to them. But when you know that, hey, Paramashiva is there, Parashakti is there, gods and goddesses are there who are directly embodying Swamiji, and they are guiding me, I would say that is the best experience that you could ever have in your life. And just like how Aya shared, even though you know you have it, but when Devi acknowledges it, that is something altogether completely different.
Yeah.
That is some experience that you could just do anything to just listen to those words from Devi Parashakti.
Yes. That is that especially that confidence on, as Swamiji says, confidence on Avyakta, right? Confidence on Vyakta is easy to get because you see, we as normal human beings, we see, but you really need a guru to get a confidence on the Avyakta.
Yes.
And with that flagpole, right, that is how the Avyakta, the confidence manifests. And so I would just say, it is just a roller coaster of miracles, right? So, I would request every viewer to, not to miss this beautiful opportunity, this great opportunity to experience this and internalize this and keep experimenting, right? In every second you want something, you can say, Amma, Tai, I want this, give me. What else is needed?
Yes. Great, Thank you very much, for coming and sharing. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with all our viewers with respect to they listening from Devi Parashakti or they are asking their questions to Devi Parashakti? Anything that you'd like to share with them? How they need to prepare or what they need to do?
I think just be integrated, Just be integrated to whatever you ask for. Be very integrated because it is very important to think about what you are asking, to make sure that, hey, if Parashakti says yes, then you shall have just have that integrity and just that love.
Any connection with it.
Yes, just that
wonderful.
love.
So that is such a beautiful sharing here. Thank you very much for coming up and sharing with every one of us. A beautiful experience, your feeling connection, and how the very cognition of your life is beautifully evolved after you came across with Swamiji in your life. And of course, the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings, which has acknowledged that in your life. Thank you very much, Aya, for coming up once again and sharing with us. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank for Swamiji to providing this opportunity once again.
Wonderful, Aya.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that, Nitam, everybody, for all the viewers. So we listened from Vinayaka Srikantaya, who shared his beautiful experience of how he met Swamiji, and from then on, his life has been such a beautiful roller coaster of miracles, where he was able to manifest any reality that he wanted. And as he shared, the ultimate blessing that anyone can have, the ultimate miracle that anyone can have, is that the confidence that Paramashiva is there. There are certain things that you can control under you. Maybe what you want to have, what you want to do next. But there are so many things that are beyond and over your control. You never know what is going to happen next. And in those moments also, knowing whatever is happening is because Parameshiva, Parashakti are doing for me. I know they are there happening in my life. That is the biggest strength that anyone can have. So that is something that we can take away. And as he shared, be integrated to the question that you asked. Because whatever you're asking, understand the Devi Parashakti is there really listening to you. From that, when you see Devi Parashakti, what you would ask, with that integrity, ask a question and you will see that it gets answered. So that is something very beautiful that Vinayaka has shared. And now, joining us on this panel, we have Shri Tejo Mayananda Swami and we also have Shri Parasharananda. And both of them will be joining us on this panel, sharing their beautiful experience of Devi Parashakti. Nityanand Tejo Swami.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Now, I would like to invite Srinitya Parasharananda for sharing his experiences with receiving the Akashic reading from Devi Parashakti. Nityanand, Sri Parashara, can you hear me?
Yes, Nityananda.
Nityanand, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us to share your experiences. Can you give a brief introduction where you are and what you do, and just a very quick introduction to your journey to Swamiji?
Yes. So I've known Swamiji for the past few years. I did the first Adinavasi program, Sadashivatva, batch 1 in 2007, and I've been a disciple of his ever since. Back and forth every time when I had to leave India, I was always immediately returning back to Kailasa and back to Swamiji to continue living the Adinavasi lifestyle. And I met him through, yeah, and I met him through YouTube. And the moment, like I think within maybe a week or 2 weeks of finding out like about third eye, because that was like my main thing before prior to Swamiji, was about like how to use the third eye and how to activate it, how to just know more knowledge about it. I saw the opportunity to go and live there, and at that moment I decided, well, he said this is the purpose of being in the human body, to be able to use the third eye. So at that moment I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go. And within a month I was able to manifest my flight, be able to manifest my visa, and be there within a month's time. And I've been going back and forth there since, all the way in 2019 before the pandemic and everything hit. So the Parashakti Akashic reading that took place a few days ago was very intense and also unexpected, because when I wanted to ask something, I didn't know what I really wanted to ask. Like I felt, and I feel this in general, I feel like I've been given everything already with Swamiji being in my life. So it was kind of, it took some time for me to figure out like what exactly do I want to ask. Is there something that I don't have yet that I want to ask for? And there was a few things that came up. So I asked for healing and completion in relationships, so I can cause other people's realities, and also for enlightened family in the future. And when Parashakti gave me the Datsu, I literally, my body literally started shaking. Like it started shaking vigorously, like if a dog got scared. And then after that, my body settled down, and then it would stop shaking. And that morning, the morning after sleeping, when I woke up, I kind of felt nauseous, and I went to the bathroom to start my morning routine after my kriyas and everything, and I puked 9 times. I literally puked 9 times, and it was a complete like when Swamiji says, like, and you can easily get enlightenment with a clean stomach. All you need is just a clean stomach. So in terms of like completion and everything that all the process that he's putting us through, when I went ahead and had an experience, even though it was very intense for approximately 2 hours back and forth, it was very refreshing after to kind of have that very clean system. And for the rest of that day, I didn't even consume anything, maybe just like some water or something like that. And but one of my favorite parts about this is two things. One is when Parashakti, when Swamiji went ahead and said my name, a few days before, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh man, that one time when Swamiji said my name, I wish I recorded it so that I could have it as a ringtone. So when my name was said alive, I recorded it and now I have it as a ringtone. That's one. Two, um, is when I wanted to ask, there was some inner type conflict. Like it wasn't much of a conflict. It was more of just like the kind of dangerous casualness that Swamiji speaks about, like when it comes to being casual with things. And after I dealt with that, um, and just made a decision like, let me just drop that and let me just decide to just connect with Swamiji because I was seeing a lot of messages and people were spamming the chat. And I was like, okay. I was like, I've done this before. I've dropped it and then spoke to Swamiji and we spoke. Let me just drop it and just message. Literally, I sent the message in the chat maybe around 5, 6 times. And that's where that unexpected like aspect came from because I only sent the message a few times, but because I created that space inside of me from all the training and everything that Swamiji put us through and process that put us through, simply just by creating that space, Parashakti was able to just see that and just see my message and just give an answer, where I thought maybe I had to spam, like, the chat along with everyone else. So yeah, that was my experience with the Parashakti Akashic things.
Thank you. There was such a beautiful sharing of devotion and simply being in oneness and being in the space of surrender and receiving the blessings of Devi Parashakti. And we've been watching, and Devi Parashakti has been so compassionate, and she's been offering her blessings almost twice every single day, and ensuring that everybody is really blessed and removing the fear element out of people. And that is something that we have seen time and again, that she repeatedly say, fear not, have no fear. And especially when the things right now, we are in a global crisis, and I believe you are in the eastern US, and you have seen that side of the hemisphere where there has been so many losses of life. And then in India also there is a second wave that is getting hit. Now there are so many people at this time who are looking to receive Devi's blessings, and Devi herself blessed whoever has joined, not just the people she is responding to in the questions, but whoever has joined will be protected. So just one thing I wanted to ask you, what did you do in preparation to receive the Akashic reading, to receive your blessing from Devi Parashakti?
So in preparation, I've been sleeping with the onion at the bottom of my feet every night. It's a very interesting experience because when I do it, that feeling when your mother is like trying to pop the pimples on your face and it hurts, but it doesn't hurt. It's like intense, but you can feel like quote unquote pain, but it's not actual pain. That's how it feels like. It feels like every single thing that could be not supposed to be there in my organs through my body is just being extracted through my feet. it starts like around 15 minutes, 20 minutes laying down. I could even be awake and probably just like scrimming around or looking at Swamiji's photos or reading before going to sleep. And I would feel it would start extracting, I don't know what, but toxins, I'm assuming, from my feet. And of course, I make sure that I'm using organic onions. When I started, I didn't have organic onions, but I got organic onions because usually I don't buy onions. So I kind of wanted to just jump on it regardless. But that's one thing. Another thing, after the Turiya Tita Samyama and the Patni Vratam, during that time was the time when Swamiji was telling us to fast every Monday. And then maybe like last month, he told us to fast every Thursday. And he said that's our lifestyle. So every week, I fast every Monday and Thursday regularly. Monday for Shiva, Thursday for Guru, the whole 24 hours to give our body that break that he says that it needs. He says, you know how like people out there treat themselves, they go out and eat to treat themselves, where we as enlightened beings and extensions of Swamiji and Swamiji himself, we treat ourselves by fasting. So I fast every Monday and every Thursday, and he told us dry fast. He said water fast if you're not able to dry fast. And I have been on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, social media, and causing other people who either ends up joining Swamiji by me introducing them, or they're not following Swamiji yet, but I'm introducing them into fasting, at least starting Monday, eating less, things like this. So another preparation I could say is also just causing and enriching. But the main thing is definitely the onions at the bottom of the feet and the fasting every 2 weeks. And another thing that I do want to do, and which I do have available to me, I just haven't done it yet because I would specifically have to do it outside because I don't want to do it like in the house since I'm in my family's home, is doing the anthill mud. So like taking baths with it and also sleeping with it on your abdomen also. And naturally, I do tend to have time also outside, not as long as Parashakti said, but I do tend to have at least a half an hour outside with my dog and my brother in nature. But the main things is definitely the onion and fasting, and also completion with whatever's going inside so that she can see that space and respond to you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And this is, at least you mentioned 2 of the 8 things Devi Parashakti said for us to follow so that we can be completely protected and we can enter into the safe zone, so to speak, from the current pandemic. And 2 of those, as you mentioned, tying the piece of onion on your legs, on your feet, and feet and sleeping. And then the second one is through social media, enriching and ensuring that Devi Parashakti's word gets out, that there is this grand happening. The whole existence is celebrating through Devi Parashakti and through the Nija Avatara, His Divine Holiness, that Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. And this enriching and sharing on social media is the second thing that Devi herself has mentioned during the Akashic reading. So at least 2 of the 8 things that she mentioned that you have mentioned here. So beautiful. And thank you so much once again for joining us today and sharing your experience and your devotion and your space when you received the blessings. Thank you again.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Parashakti, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. And we'd like to invite the next person who is waiting to share his experience with Devi Parashakti's reading. And we'd like to invite Maheshaya. Nityananda Maya, are you able to hear me? Yeah, there is a little difficulty in hearing you. Can you please?
Nityanandam
You can
Swami.
see that your mic is unmuted, Aya. Looks like you're unmuted, but for some reason I'm not able to hear you.
I am audible?
Yes. Yes, Aya. Now you're audible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Nityanandam. And please give a short introduction to yourself, Aya, where you are right now, and your journey to Swamiji. Please give a short introduction.
Actually, I am from the native is my West Bengal, and I am doing job in railway in Odisha. Now I am in Odisha, and I have been connected to Swamiji in 2018. I did the program of the Paramashivam level 1 in Bidadi, and after that last year Paramashivam level 2 also online, and Nityanandam I have done in 2018 only, 10 days program. And from that I am connected to Swamiji. Yeah.
Beautiful, yes. Beautiful. And as you all know, the current situation, there is a pandemic that is going on, and so much of destruction that we see, the pralaya is really happening. We may not have understood it right now. One thing that we have all come back to is knowing that Devi Parashakti, knowing that Swamiji is here for all of us. Tell us about this, your blessing, how you came up to ask Devi Parashakti, and exactly when you tuned in for your blessing, how was it?
Yes, actually, from beginning, I am asking some questions. Then that time I have not replied by Devi. Then something came to my mind that okay, it's not good for me now. Devi knows better than me. That's why she's not replying. But I have to keep on asking. So I am asking some days I have asking, but not replied. Then one day I asked for the spiritual integrity, spiritual routine integrity, and that day Devi blessed me. So it's a very unique experience when Devi called the name and blessed it. It's something we can't express in words also, but something happening in that moment. And after that also we can feel the experience throughout the day, throughout the now from that day, and from now also we can experience the experience inside us, the change inside the changing, the income, the completion, everything happening inside. And after that day also I asked for the Devi for just for a land for our family, for organic farming and gosala. And I asked for always having inside me, I am experiencing inside in my inner space to her. That day also she blessed. And yes, it's something unique, Swami. I'm experiencing every time that healing connection. Yes.
Beautiful, yeah. Just one thing I got a little curious. What prompted you to ask for blessings for spiritual routine integrity? What made you ask?
Actually, I am taking the classes of yoga and puja every day from on behalf of the North India Sangha. So we are 3-4 people are doing every day. But some days I have some health problem. Due to that, I am not integrating that yoga part, not in time. So it's something inside me that demanding that no, I am not doing the yoga part so fully integrated. So I should ask for that only. So, and in previous also some Akashic reading, it's told by Lord Kalabhairava, the yoga is very best for me for manifesting everything. So I am experiencing also whenever I am doing integrated the yoga, I can experience that shift inside me. So that is the thing. I am feeling that when I discontinue, so I feel that something I am missing inside. That's why I asked for the for that to Devi, and Devi blessed me for that. Yes, Maharaj.
Beautiful. And you also mentioned how you felt when simply Devi mentions our name. and it's always packed with so much energy, and a new life immediately sprouts within us when it just mentions our name and gives a blessing. So talk a little bit about that. How was that for you?
Yes, Maharaj. In millions of people, when Devi called your name specially, then it feels so blessed that yes, we are the in the hand of that Varadahasta of Devi. We are protected, and we are feeling the chosen and blessed one. And I personally felt like when a mother-son connection, how the child is just seeking mother, and mother is always keeping you in your lap and give you all the assurance of yes, I am there, don't worry. That feeling connection I have got, that is the unique. And nowadays also, whenever I close my eyes and sit in silence, I felt that connection. It is like something, and some bliss tears is coming with the completion. I felt uniqueness, and I'm enjoyed that a lot.
Wow, a beautiful expression of devotion. And every time Devi Parashakti comes, and she always addresses all of us as my dear sons. Makal, she says, the dear sons of Devi Parashakti, sons and daughters. And that is so beautiful that we get to experience it also. So one thing I wanted to ask, we have so many devotees, so many people who want to receive blessings, and they do come up and ask for the blessings. What is it that you would like to share for them? Is there anything that you would like to say? Because right now we are in the middle of a very destructive crisis, and the pralaya is happening. But then again, we on the other side who have had the deep devotion and the greatest opportunity to be in Devi Parashakti's presence and receive her blessings directly. What is it that you would like to share?
Yes, sir. Actually, after the Pachai Patani Vratam of 35 days, I have felt that the whole biochemistry just I felt the shift. After that only I have the intense in connection to Devi also after that. But during this pralaya, uh, it is very unique and blessed opportunity that the Devi herself coming and blessing us. But we should have in the space of receiving him, receiving her inside us, and with simply surrender and gratitude. Whenever we surrender, as a child to the cosmic mother, then she will definitely protect us and definitely bless us. And we should always be in the, even if there is so much destructive things going on around us in this pralaya, but we inside us we have to completely surrender and gratitude to that Devi, our Bhagwan. Then it will surely help us. We can experience that blessing of her, that she's there always. We should not have to panic whatever going on outside, because when she protects, then who will destroy us? He will the protector of the protector. So we should not have panic or anything, but we should have in the space of that receiving and surrendering and gratitude. Then surely she will answer. Yes.
Beautiful, Aya. Thank you so much for sharing that as well. The attitude, the bhava of being the son, being the sons and daughters of Devi Parashakti, and she's here to take care of all of us. Thank you so much, Aya, this morning for coming and sharing with us. And I hope to see you again and continue to share with us in the long run. Thank you, Aya. Thank you so much. Now we are Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading, and in just a short while, so we'll move into the next segment after this. Please don't go away. We'll go to the next segment after this.
all powerful cognitions, knowledge. Only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism is greater science. We do everything centered on greater science of cosmos called Vedas and Agamas. That is the branding of Hinduism. That is the core center of Kailasa. That is the way Kailasa should manifest and live. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. 1 or 2 times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. By 3rd time, 4th time, you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. there are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
I tell you, each Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
Nityanandam, welcome back. We'll now look at how we can connect with Devi Parashakti, how we can make an offering to Devi Parashakti. There are two options in the registration form. You can go to ready, if you're ready to offer today or have an intention to offer specific sevas. Now you can visit http://tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, where you can go and make an offering to Devi Parashakti. Now, it is the tradition of Sanatana Hindu Dharma to have something to offer when you visit the divine, when you visit the Guru, or when you visit the divine, when we go and offer the gratitude, offer your respects. Now let's see all the possibilities, all the possible ways that you can actually offer to Devi Parashakti. Just one moment here. Sorry about the technical glitch. Now, you'll see there is a lot of gold in offering when we actually offer jewels, offer vastram, so many things that are made of gold that we offer to the divine, when we offer to the deities, to the guru. We see that in the Sanatana Hindu Dharma, gold is exclusively used. So let's look at why gold. What is the significance? Why is gold considered as the divine element? Gold is present in all the scriptures and Puranas. In all these scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal, which also purifies our being. Everything was built in gold and exchanged in gold as well. Rituals, and feasts were offered in gold bricks. Sorry about the technical glitch. We are back. Offerings to Devi Parashakti. Let's look at the various ways we can make our gratitude offering to Devi Parashakti for all the blessings that she is showering on us almost every day, and even blessing us twice on every day, and giving her our blessings. So let's see, in gratitude, what can be offered to Devi Parashakti. The significance of offering. Let's see why offering matters. It is a giving of divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness. And actually, when we say offering, it is of two parts. One is the giving, and the other is the accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offer becomes complete. Offering is definitely not made out of fear, not out of giving. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for this purpose only, the purpose of enlightenment. the Dhyana Sloka of Devi Parashakti. Indu Niba Vedakara Vakni Nayanam Syat Pankajavarabhaya Jabakshara Sarayuktam Angahimabhushana Vichitra Vasanam Syat Tunga Makuta Oyala Manonmani. The meaning of the verse is with the moonlight face, holding Veda, the scriptures on hand, fire in the eyes, with the lotus flower, grazing and blessing hands on one hand, with the Japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments, in wonderful clothes and shining big crown. Her name is Manonmani. This is from the Mula Agama Manonmani Dhyana. Dhyayet Devim Trinetram Shashini Bhava Vedanam Vedahastam Dadanam Savye Padmam Varadamapare Chavayam Chakshamalam Divyair Abarnair Vibhushitatanam Brahmadivihi Pujitam Devi Meva Manonmanim Pratidinam Kamartadatrim Shubham. The translation goes, I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like a moon and holding Veda, lotus, and grazing with blessing and grazing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. This is the Mula Agama Manonmani Dhyana. The significance of divine element gold, we have been looking at this, we've been talking about this. From the Atharva Veda, Tredajutam Jan Manedam Hiranyam Agnirkam Priyatamam Babuva Somasyaikam in Sitasya Parapatata Apamekam Vedasam Reta Ahu Tatte Hiramyam Trivida Stavyaisvise. The translation goes, triply born by birth is this gold from the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha, which is the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. Indus River was called Hiranmaya, which is the river of gold in the Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartani in Atharva Veda. Gold is a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it perseveres. Because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. It lasts forever. The divine presence, which starts to manifest itself in the gold, is available and continues to bless for thousands of years. So gold is a unique and divine element that is abundantly used in the Sanatana Hindu Dharma. It lasts forever. Offering of the e-hundi. How we can also make another offering of gratitude to Devi Parashakti is through the e-hundi. Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Kamya, Bhakti Vashya, Bhayapaha, Shambhavi Sharada Radya, Sharvani Sharmadayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion. She removes all fear. This is something that we have seen explicitly and experientially through the Devi Parashakti Akashic readings. Devi is definitely fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. When we hear experiences from those who have received the blessings of Devi Parashakti through Akashic reading, the true devotion truly stands out. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all fear. And this is also something that we have repeatedly seen. Devi Parashakti has consistently, time and again, repeatedly said, do not fear, have no fear, again and again. And she removes all fear. The he only. If there is any fear in the minds of devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here, it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. Autumn, as in not the season that is outside, but what is happening on the inside. When the thoughts turn more and more inward, when that happens, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship becomes stronger. Shambhavi means the consort of Shambhu. Shambhu is, of course, Lord Shiva, Lord Param Sharadradya means worshipped by Sharada. Sharada is Saraswati, Devi Saraswati. Sharvani means wife of Lord Shiva. Linga Purana says Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earthly form. Sharmadayini means the Devi who bestows happiness on devotees. You can offer your gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti by offering your kanika, and your name shall be chanted during the puja to Devi. The Sankalpa chanting. Why is this significant? When we chant the Sankalpa, the declaration of intent. Tayetan mokyate vishwam, saiva vishwam prasuyate, saya chitta cha vijanam, tushta rudim prayaschati. The translation goes, the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. This is from the Devi Mahatmya, chapter 12, verse 34. Offering the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses the person offering with all fruition of the desires and wishes the person is yearning for. To make the Sankalpa offering, the chanting in your name, we can see how we can join and make the offering. Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, which can be offered in either $75 US, $151 US, or US dollars. Nama Parayana Prita. Devi Parashakti is called Nama Parayana Prita, which means she who likes the repetition of her various names. Say so, the Lalita Sahasranama, verse 731. She likes repetition of her various names. The the glory of her presence being chanted and praised in so many different ways in the Lalita Sahasranama, and Devi herself enjoys the repetition. This is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It is a very special and unique archana, which is the chanting of the names, offered to the Maha Meru of Devi Parashakti. Offer a gold coin inscribed with each of the 1008 names and receive the blessings to have the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, which are all the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. As we chant the names, we internalize those names and allow for those divine qualities to be awakened within us. By offering a gold coin, which is inscribed with each of the 1008 names, we can receive the blessings to have those divine qualities awakened inside us. The same divine qualities that we praise, that we sing in praise of Devi Parashakti, will be awakened inside us. The next offering is the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. Muktahara lasat kirita Ruchiram Punendu Vaktraprabham Sinjannu Pura Kinkini Manidaram Padma Prabhavashuram Sarvavida Palapradam Girisutam Vani Rana Sevitam Meenakshim Pranadosmi Santatamaham Karunyi Varam Yudim. The translation says, I bow down to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddesses Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. This chant is from the Meenakshi Pancharatnam. Offer pearl finger right and receive blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. Offer the pearl finger ring and receive blessings to be showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors. This is another offering that we can make of the Mukta Anguti, which is the finger ring with a pearl. And this can be offered in 3 denominations, either $251 US, $501 US, or $750 US. Swarna Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus. The Kamika Agama says, Ashta Vidyeshva Rupeta Kumbha Varna Samhitam Sharve Sasutra Vastradya Hema Pankaja Bhushita Sapidana Sukar Rachascha Pakva Bilva Palaprada Snapanadhyaya Samsiddha Pramanena Samanvita. The translation says, all the kalasas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with new cloth. They should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. We can make this offering of the golden lotus for $600 and we can log on to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. There are hundreds of scriptural references for using lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in worship of the ultimate involves the consecration of deities of worship or meditating on, or the mudras and asanas used during worship involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericarp, lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower. Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as lotus. Base of Paramashiva Linga is lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as a lotus about to bloom. Offer the golden lotus in any size you wish to and be blessed to have the state, space, powers and being of Devi in your inner space amidst every adverse situations in your life. The next offering is the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring, the toe ring that is made in gold. Offer toe ring to Devi Parashakti, adorning her sacred feet to be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects of our life. To make this offering, you can log on to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And to make this offering, it is $750. The next offering is Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry. Shuddha Sarabi Varshini is Devi's name. She who makes nectar flow in all our nerves from Sahasrara, that is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. The Mangtika represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. In the Sahasrara chakra, the energy center at the top of our head, when that center opens up, then the nectar starts overflowing, and that is the experience of the ultimate. To make this offering is $750. You can head out to tiny.cc/Devi-offerings to make this offering. The offering of Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Naka Diti Sanchanna Namajjanatamoguna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrata Sharurva. The translation goes, the illumining splendor of Devi's toenails dispel the darkness of ignorance in the devotees, prostrating at her feet. Our feet defeat the lotus in beauty. Slokam number 83 of Saundarya Lahari, which states that the nails have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. Tamoguna is darkness. In this stotram, tamas is indicating of ignorance in the minds of devotees, and by constantly prostrating before Devi, their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. Offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja blesses the Yajaman with all auspiciousness and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hindus and Jagat-Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva. Vastra Seva. To offer this seva, you can head out to tiny.cc/devi-offerings, and the Vastra Seva is $1,008. As we saw earlier, the offering to Devi Parashakti. If you go to this link, tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi, you'll see there are two options. When you're interested in offering, or you need help in manifesting, or you need more details, you can head out to tiny.cc/bhavasamadhi. And when you're ready to offer the seva by making an online payment, you can head out to tiny.cc/devi-offerings. And this is important. After you have completed your payment, to head out to tiny.cc/sankalpa2021. This is where you can submit details of the puja, the names that you would like to be chanted in offering in conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti during the Sankalpa. With that, we come to the end of this segment, and we'll enter into the next segment. After this, Devi Parashakti's Akashic reading are going to happen. So stay with us. We'll rejoin after this.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting. The cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each god is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each god is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
I tell you, each Bhavasamadhi Darshan is a spiritual treat, enjoy. Spiritual feast, enjoy. Don't miss it. Never miss a Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Enjoy Paramashivoham, which is introducing and making you cognize the cosmic principles and cosmic beings. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. 1 or 2 times have Ganapati Darshan, Venkateshwara Baba Samadhi Darshan, Devi Baba Samadhi Darshan. By 3rd time, 4th time you will see every prayer you are asking those beings, Ganapati or Venkateshwara or Subramanya or Parashakti. Simply those prayers become reality, and the relationship between you and that cosmic beings built. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifested. The cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Once, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my guru, and then he asked, "Will you do it?" I was shocked. I immediately folded my hands and said, "You are God, you are Shiva. How can I not do what you say?" He laughed and said, "No, only if you know I am the guru who is going to make you experience God, you need to listen to me." Understand? The most powerful cognition is God is Guru to make you realize you are God. Only then you will achieve enlightenment. Guru is the manifest form of Paramashiva. Paramashiva is unmanifest source of Guru. All powerful cognitions, knowledge, only when you live power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism is greater science. We do everything centered on greater science of cosmos called Vedas and Agamas. That is the branding of Hinduism. That is the core center of Kailasa. That is the way Kailasa should manifest and live. In one line, if I have to put it in a simple way, seeing always each other with a tremendous love that everyone is Paramashiva. There starts Kailasa. Whether you hug each other, love each other, or ferociously train each other, the core cognition should be seeing each other as Paramashiva. That is where the seed of Kailasa starts. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist. Not by any revolution, but by evolution. and setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanyapitas all over the world. Celebrate your existence because you are consciousness. I am teaching you the pure science of enlightenment. Paramashiva Jnana. I am revealing this science to you all because I love you all. Because I love you all. Kailasa is an effort, humble effort, and our humble offering at the feet of Paramashiva to keep the grand narrative of Hinduism alive. To make people understand Hinduism is functional system, not just for enlightenment, even economic principles, policies, administrative policies, social structures, everything in every level. So the humble effort to keep that grand narrative alive is this Kailasa. I welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian, get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all
Nityanandam,
all your
and welcome back. We are getting ready for the Akashic reading from Devi Parashakti through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, Sri Nityananda Paramasiva. Let us now see how we can connect to Devi Parashakti and ask for blessings, seek her blessings, and ask questions that we may have. Let's all enrich and enrich the whole of humanity. The first thing you can do is to dress up like Devi, to manifest oneness with Devi Parashakti. These are the Naivedyams we can offer for Devi. One or more of the Naivedyams mentioned below should be offered as Naivedyam to Devi Parashakti. The sweet pongal, tamarind rice, curd rice, murukku, appam, adirasam, pal payasam, vada, and laddu. Any of these can be offered for Devi Parashakti in preparation for us to receive and connect with Devi Parashakti. The Bhava Samadhi Darshan, manifesting the divine with Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasanidhanam, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva. Tatanat Shakti Patadva Yadva Padavalokanat Prasadat Swaguro Samyak Prapyate Paramam Padam. By the enlightening teachings, Katana, by the Shakti Pata, the graceful transmission of the spiritual powers, by looking at the sacred feet of the Guru, or by the complete loving favor of the Guru, Prasad, the ultimate goal and space, Paramam Padam, is attained. This verse is from the Malini Vijayottara Tantra, verse 60. The Bhava Samadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. During Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. The right attitude is defined by the Bhava. Bhava is the directing of the emotional and spiritual energy created through meditation on the avatar.
I'm introduced.
The brain neurons mirror, activate, and process all the observed moments or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. There is nothing else to do but just by active seeing, intense vision of the Bhava Samadhi. As we see the Nijavatar and the Devi Parashakti manifesting herself through the Nijavatara, just that seeing is enough for the brain neurons to mirror and activate and process all the observed movements. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening so much, so far away experiencing the super consciousness energy radiated by the avatar. Our thoughts per second reduces significantly and we relax into the space beyond thoughts, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality, which means we and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. This is a science that Einstein could not believe, and today researchers are exploring it to be true. That is the science behind quantum tunneling. This same science is imposed on people. People experience this same science when they witness the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. This is because our neurons are able to mirror the neurons of the divine immediately. Through quantum tunneling, we are able to travel through the divine energy and mirror the same exact neurons. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatar manifesting Paramashiva. The consciousness expresses the being of Paramashiva through Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as Nijavatar, physical form for us to experience Paramashiva, Parashakti. Devi Parashakti expresses through being of Rajeshwari and manifests as Nijavatar, the physical form as Devi Meenakshi. Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as Nijavatar, the physical form, in the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashiva. Bhagavan Parantama expresses being of Mahavishnu and manifests as Nijavatara, reflects the consciousness and manifestation being of the superconscious energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatar directly. The avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create experience of superconsciousness energy in all of us. When we have the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Nijavatar, manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. The dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatar for us to experience the same is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. During Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates with the energy wave of existence. Our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. To have a glimpse of having a darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of lifetimes and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us. What is the right context to receive darshan? What is the context that we can hold to receive the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, and you are in this body. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you receive you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. The right context matters. When we receive the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, we can simply make a declaration and be in the presence of Devi Parashakti. We are simply declaring, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are manifesting in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Parashivam. And you are in this body. We declare by saying, you are the source of both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. And when I connect with you, let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. Let's take a few minutes to set up for the Panchopachara Puja. Pancha means 5, Upachara means offering. These are the 5 offerings that we make. And the puja is the best way for us to connect very easily with the divine presence of Devi Parashakti, manifesting in the Nijavatara, His Divine Holiness, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. The 5 offerings are sandalwood paste or a powder, flowers, incense, a lamp, a lit lamp, and food offering. Please enter your Naivedam offerings at tiny.cc/food donation.
Yes. So while we all prepare ourselves to enter into the Bhava Samadhi Darshan by preparing the Panchopachara Puja kit that we just saw, the sandalwood paste or the powder, the flowers, incense, the lit lamp, the Naivedyam and the Aratrikam. While we're making this, as we're preparing ourselves to enter into the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Devi Parashakti and enter into the Akashic readings from Devi Parashakti. Today is also the auspicious day where the starting of the Nityananda Purnima celebrations, the Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsam will be starting. So we'll be having the Dvajarohanam where Swamiji himself will be gracing the event and the flag will be hoisted for the Nityananda Purnima celebrations. And then followed by it, we'll be having the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the Akashic readings. Now that we all have listened, have prepared ourselves, there's something that I'd like to share with every one of you. Request every one of you to please come to this place of listening. It is very important that we participate in the entire event completely. Swamiji says, through multiple ways, the entire program is designed completely so that every one of you can receive the complete grace and the blessings of Devi Parashakti when she manifests. Whether it is listening about the powerful cognitions, listening to Swamiji's satsangs, witnessing the power manifestations, or making any offering to Parashakti, or like now, setting up the Panchopachara Puja kit. Do not think about the action. Everything is designed specifically. It's not something is big, something is low. Everything is equally necessary so that you can experience the complete grace and the blessings of Devi Parashakti. So I request every one of you who are watching this live, do not miss this opportunity, please make sure that you set up your Panchopachara Puja kit and do the puja before Devi Parashakti comes. And also at the same time, those of us who are yet to offer anything to Devi Parashakti, please take this time. We can go over to the YouTube where we can offer the donation that we want, at least $1. Just offer $1. $1 of your own currency. Just offer $1 through which you can receive the grace and the blessings of Devi Parashakti. It is by offering, as we know, the Vedas and the Agamas, the scriptures, mandate 5 different people who should never be met empty-handed: God, Guru, King, Child, and a pregnant woman. Today that we are going to have the Baba Samadhi Darshan, follow them, of Guru, of God, of King. Make sure that you inculcate this habit of living by the Dharma. And you will see that wealth starts showering in you. I'll take you all over the basic steps. How we can use the YouTube to offer the super chat. So once you go over to Kailasa's SPH Nityananda, so you just have to go over to the Google and search for Kailasa's SPH Nityananda. Then just search for SPH space Nityananda. So this is the official YouTube channel of Swamiji. So once you go over to the official YouTube channel, you will see that the live Akashic reading, the Parashakti Akashic reading for today's live stream is on. So just go over and click on that. And for some of you, it will ask you, if you do not have an account, it will ask you to create an account, after which you'll be able to use the chat. If not, if you already have an account, then all that you have to do is just go over down and click on the dollar symbol. The moment you click on that, you have an option called a super sticker, super chat, and join. So click on the super chat. And as you can see here, it allows you to choose the amount of money that you want to contribute. Based on your local currency, for Indians, it is like right from 20 rupees to 10,000 rupees. So you can go over and you can decide how much money that you'd like to offer. And what you do next is click on buy and sell. As soon as we do this, you are seeing that will be redirected to this page, which is a billing details. So you just have to fill in the card number, or you have a UPI ID based on enabled on your local place. You can enter that and just click on buy, and that is it. You will see that immediately your name will appear in a card this way. So I request every one of our viewers who are watching this live from all across the globe, just offer $1, just so that you can experience, so that you are integrated to everything that is needed, everything that you need to do. You're very sure that you're completely integrated to it. And from that integrity, take this time and make sure that
Nityanam. We offer our Sakshat Dandavanam, divine lotus feet of the Supreme Buddha of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. We offer to him today, with our love and heartfelt devotion, the Mandakapadi, the traditional invitation to the grand Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsavam, here in Adi Kailasa and all the Kailasas around the world. This offering is the temples and devotees' anticipation and excitement for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to grace and bless this Utsavam to be a grand success and for the benefit of the whole universe. The Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsavam is a 10-day celestial celebration of the extraordinary Darshan, miraculous happenings, and divine initiation that happened to the young Swamiji till the age of 12. At the age of 12, on the full moon day of the month of Vaikasi, Swamiji experienced the deepest, most profound experience of enlightenment, Samadhi. This enlightenment, Swamiji described a 360-degree experience. Consciousness expanded to multiple dimensions of cosmos, and he describes it as an experience where he felt alive. Everything around him, whatever major milestone in his life, and is celebrated every year on the same full moon day, the Nityananda Purnima, in Kailasa and all Kailasas around the world. Along with this dear invitation to our beloved Swamiji, we invite all the viewers of the e-Kailasa ecosystems online, on Kailasa TV and Nityananda TV to participate in the Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsavam. As the world is facing the worst pandemic crisis in history, Adi Kailasa and all the Kailasas around the world invite you to a healing, life-positive, power-manifesting celebration of the various Leelas, divine happenings in Swamiji's life. We will now present the offering, the rituals of the traditional to our beloved Swamiji, the flag that will be hoisted for this Brahmotsavam, the flag of beloved Swamiji sitting on the Pavanakundra, the coral rock on which he had the same 360-degree experience at the tender age of 12. We now offer with love and devotion the traditional Mandakapadi at Swamiji's divine feet. Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya-dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambha Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Lalate Tripundri Nitilakrita Kasturi Tilakaha Puranmaladhara Spurita Gadikopi Navasanaha Dadano Dushtaram Tasibhanirajam Shashikalam Pradipa Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Nakarmana Naprajayadane Natyagere Amrutamana Tam Guhayam Viprajate Dasyatoyo Vishanti Vedanta Vijnana Sunichidartha Sanyasa Yogatyatayat Sattvaha Te Brahmaloke Tuparanta Kale Paramritat Parimrichanti Sarve भूतं यः पुण्डरीकं पुरमद्य सग्निस्थं तत्राविदग्धं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपाविधव्यं सो वेदादो स्वरप्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमारा गुणतुल्य दिव्य ज्ञान विगम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परम करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह आह्लादी समदयाल्यता ज्ञान ज्ञान कर्ती निर्वाण वर्ष विश्रान जीमूता परम सकल केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शपन साख्या भांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागी सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामी नाम श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्ध श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर अरुणाचल गुरु कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठा शतम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य नित्यानंद पीठ गत्रे साक्षात् श्री परम शिवमोदिता कैलास परंपरागता वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र सूरसेन इत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागता चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडिता चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त सूदामणि साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूता कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूता श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागता आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठा श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय
भग्नं
Nityananda Purnima is the full and extreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Mahadanam, his divine Nityananda Param, the intense and experience. The flag hoisting ceremony where we have Swamiji on the Pavalakum Rishabha Lagnam in the early morning time between 5:46 and 30 time. The flag is hoisted. All Deva Loka, Kinnara, Kungurka, land, celebrate divine celebration, divine Brahmotsavam with everyone in the temple. Nityananda Purnima, apart being the Brahmotsavam, the eminent experience of Swamiji, it is all the issues that surrounded Swamiji and all the sincerity and commitment and chastity that Swamiji showed to all of his gurus in that very ecosystem. An enlightenment ecosystem is a support structure for a seeker to derive nutrition and powerful from all of the enlightened masters that are around him. The nourishment from mediation of the gurus and the deep emotional and and that surrounds the sadhana and widens the possibility to receive the profound experiences of enlightenment. Mataji Vibhutananda Puri, like Irigal, Viranand Yogishwara, Paramashiva himself, for all and spread Swamiji's young teaching on this day, on the Nityananda Purnima Brahmotsavam, we offer our love and respect for the Kailasa ecosystem that groomed Swamiji and prepared Swamiji to have the spirit of enlightenment at the tender. Well, now at the divine lotus, we welcome him, Raja Kabri, with our love and deep devotion. न कर्म न प्रजयातनेन नाम गुहायां विद्राजते तद्